In this video, I'm going to explain the subjunctive mood. Let's start with a definition. The subjunctive mood is the verb form used for a hypothetical situation or to express a wish, a demand, or a suggestion. Okay, we'll examine what that means in a minute. But for now, let's just look at the word mood. What does mood mean in grammar? Well, in grammar there are three moods: the indicative mood, the imperative mood, and the subjunctive mood. This video is about the subjunctive mood. So don't worry that these are long words, they're quite easy ideas. The indicative mood states a fact or asks a question. The imperative mood expresses an order. And as we're about to cover, the subjunctive mood expresses a hypothetical situation, a wish, a demand, or a suggestion. Okay, so they are the moods. Let's put up some examples. States a fact or asks a question. Jack is happy. Well, that's a fact. Is Jack happy? That's a question. So they are examples of the indicative mood. Next, the imperative mood. Leave me alone expresses an order. Please sit down also expresses an order. So one is forceful, one is polite. It doesn't matter. They express orders. And then the subjunctive mood. If I were you, I would say yes. That's a hypothetical situation. If I were you. I demand he apologize. Well, there's an example of the subjunctive mood used for a demand. Okay, so hypothetical situation, a wish, a demand, or a suggestion. These are the things we're going to examine. But have a quick look at the examples. Look, if I were you, here we have were with I. That is not normal. I demand he apologize. Well, he would normally go with apologizes. But here we have apologize. Again, that's not normal. They are examples of the subjunctive mood. Okay, let's get rid of that. So, let's have a look. Hypothetical situation. To express a wish, a demand, or a suggestion. Let's look at some more examples. If I were you, I would leave. Notice we have were. If the sun were shining, I would swim. If the sun were shining. So these are examples of hypothetical situations. If I were you, well, I am not you. If the sun were shining, and in this example, the sun is not shining. So these are hypothetical situations. Next, let's look at to express a wish, a demand, or a suggestion. I wish it were real. Here we have it with were. The boss demands that he be present. That he be present, not is present. Did you suggest he wear a coat? He wear, not he wears. Okay, so we saw that the subjunctive mood gave us some unusual verb changes. Let's look at those in more detail. The subjunctive mood affects the following: am, is, and are. These are the normal form. An example would be, I am allowed. But in the subjunctive mood, am, is, and are become be. Here is an example. I demand that I be allowed. So I am allowed goes to I be allowed in the subjunctive mood. The next one affected is has. He has an opportunity. In the subjunctive mood, that becomes have. I demand he have an opportunity, not has an opportunity. The next one affected is was. I was free. Was becomes were in the subjunctive mood. I wish I were free. And then we have the S form of verbs. For example, tries and works. These are the ones that go with he, she, it and singular nouns. For example, she works for me. Remember, this is the normal form. The subjunctive form looks like the plural form. So tries becomes try and works becomes work. I propose she work for me, not she works for me. Okay, you can pause this if you want to examine it a bit more. Let's get rid of that. So now we know a little bit about how the subjunctive mood works. It makes sense that the following verbs often attract the subjunctive mood: to ask, to command, to demand, to insist, to order, to recommend, to suggest, and to wish. Let's put up some examples. All I ask is that he be present. He commands the prisoner be released. Jack demanded she publish the document. He insisted that the plane fly higher. Jack ordered she be reprimanded. I recommend that Jack apologize. They suggested she buy a new car. I wish it were true. Okay, here are the versions of the verb you might have expected. But don't forget that we have those verb changes in the subjunctive mood. Okay, that was verbs. Next, let's look at some adjectives that attract the subjunctive mood. Two common ones are necessary and important, and the others are just versions of necessary and important, like imperative, essential, and crucial. So here's an example. It is necessary that he be present. That he be present, not is present. It is important that she understand. Understand, not understands. So look at the construction. It is necessary. It is important. It is mostly with this construction that these adjectives attract the subjunctive mood. It is imperative that the engine be replaced, not is replaced. It is essential that efficiency be increased, not is increased. It is crucial that he improve, not improves. And here are the verbs that you might have expected if you were unaware of the subjunctive mood. Okay, let's clear that. I want to leave you with this slide because it shows the normal form of the verbs and how they change. And at the top we still have the definition. Subjunctive mood, used for a hypothetical situation or to express a wish, a demand, or a suggestion. That's all. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out some of our other videos on grammarmonster.com.